Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to my humble abode.
How are you, Mr.?
Mr. March, yes, I'm pretty good.
You are a Mr. March?
Yes, I am. Nice
what does that mean?
So basically, I was in this year's New York City taxi driver calendar, as you can see here. 2016, if you turn the page over to Mr. March, you can see the handsome devil himself.
That is the handsome devil
Double
himself.
trouble.
Are you always shaved on your upper body?
No, not necessarily, no. Only when it comes time to show off the body, but generally it's so funny because I work out really hard, but I don't like to show it off too much.
Let's see it now. How shaved is it now?
Oh, right now it's pretty crazy. If you look at the arms over here.
But you have big muscles.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't see them with all that hair.
But you work as a cab driver.
Correct.
What is the most yellow thing that you own?
The most yellow thing I own would probably be this yellow popcorn bucket.
Of course, it needed to be that thing.
Ooh, this thing is big and yellow.
Big and beautiful. And yellow is, of course, your favorite color.
Well, green is actually my favorite color, but you need yellow to make green.
Why is it called a yellow cab?
Well, yellow cab was actually the color chosen because it's actually the most identifiable color. So if you could be at a distance, and it would be pretty hard to not spot a yellow cab, if you know what I mean.
Right. What's the most hilarious thing a customer can do in the yellow cab?
Hilarious thing? Probably be like clipping their fingernails. That's amazing when you hear that little clipping sound.
Oh, that's gross. What do you tell them then?
Tell them, can you please stop that? And then they usually tell you, oh, I'm not getting it on the floor. Yeah.
Can you show one of your favorite spots in this apartment?
Sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, my most favorite spot would probably be my outdoor space.
If you were the mayor of New York City, what would you have changed?
I'd probably eliminate Uber and all these ride-sharing services from invading the yellow cab industry, but hopefully one day I won't be in this industry any longer and I'll be moving on to bigger and better things.
If you had to give an estimate in percentage, how many of your passengers are drunk?
Well, as a day driver, which I chose specifically to avoid the drunkards, it'd be very difficult. Like if I start my shift early in the day, like at 4 or 5 o'clock, I might come across a few. But typically, most drivers, when you see somebody that drunk, we'll try to avoid them, just to avoid having to clean up after them.
Right, because sometimes you have to clean up
Sometimes stuff happens, yeah?
Right. When you get home from work, what do you like to do?
I like to come over here, sit down on one of my chairs, have a nice little drink, relax, of course pose a little bit. No,
please do a little more of it.
We do a little posing here. So I like to do my posing here. Usually when I'm barbecuing, I'll come over here and I'll look in my mirror and I'll flash a little pose.
What are you thinking when you see that in the mirror?
I'm like, I'm incredible. No, I just think to myself, I'm like, I guess if you really want something, if you want to attain it, just work hard and eventually good things will come.
Do passengers share shocking secrets with you?
Oh, I've heard so many different shocking things.
Tell me one thing.
I guess one time I picked up a passenger, and I guess he was coming from doing a job, a gay job. But like I said, they tell me all these weird things, and I just listen. As long as they pay me, I don't care what they do.
You just listen, and I get that. We have to go because the alarm is off.
Guys, thank you for coming. I do appreciate your visit.
Whoops! On our way out, I need to know, why do you love New York?
I love New York because this is a place where anybody can have the opportunity to achieve anything they want through hard work.
That is a beautiful answer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming by.
Mr. March, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.